I've been involved for a very long time trying to think about different ways of producing the food that humankind needs. And obviously with our population rising all the time, we are going to be in real trouble when it comes to sourcing the food we need, the protein in particular, on a genuinely sustainable basis. And the frustration is that most people, when they talk about food security, simply talk about doing more of the same intensive agriculture to increase yields and therefore meet demand for food. The permaculture movement has demonstrated for the last 40 years that actually you have to rethink this from a very basic set of suppositions about how the earth works, about how these natural systems work. And very little of the debate about food security deals with those deep underpinning principles, the design principles, if you like, of permaculture. I mean, food security covers a multitude of different challenges, but what it means essentially is that you can't guarantee the supply of nutritious, sustainable and affordable food for people in the places where they live on an indefinite, ongoing basis. And that can apply in very rich countries. So here in the UK and in the USA, we have large numbers of people who don't have access to good, nutritious food that they can afford. And in many parts of the poor world, the developing countries, there's an ongoing chronic shortage leading to malnutrition, undernourishment of one kind or another, the horrible phenomenon of stunting where children reach a certain age without having had enough nutrition to keep them healthy. And this is still a massive problem that involves hundreds of millions of children today all around the planet. So it is a big story. What I like about the way they've organized this is that, yeah, there are one or two speeches going on, but actually most of it is an opportunity for people to get into smaller groups, talk about their projects with other people, learn from other people, do this kind of networking isn't really quite the right word. I was actually about to use an analogy with mycelium. I don't know if you know mycelium are the kind of root structures that link fungi under the earth. And what we've learned over the last 15, 20 years or so, that these mycelia, they're not just the root system. They're means by which nutrition is exchanged between different parts of this enormously complex ecosystem. Information is exchanged. And I guess what you've got going on at a conference like this is a wonderful outbreak of mycelium. It's come up from underground, above ground, so that people can actually see what it really looks like.